This is the structure what I have. According to my college, this is the structure what I have. So what is this hierarchy model of my business? Hierarchy model of my business. So hierarchy model is not going to give you any permission box. Now EC HOD is there, CSC HOD is there. Both of them will have same permissions. Both of them will have same permission. EC HOD can control only EC department. CSC HOD can control only CSC department. EC HOD will have access to all the ECC labs, whereas the CSC HOD will not have access to EC labs. So it is not going to tell you about permission. It is only going to tell you hierarchy. What is the hierarchy of your organizational business model? It is only going to say hierarchy model of your business model. So role, it indicates hierarchy model of your organization business. Right. How do you create this? How do you create these roles? How to create these roles? Let us see this format. Setup, administer, users, roles. They already gave some sample roles here. If you want to follow them, you can use it, or else you can leave it. Now I don't want to follow your structure. I want to create my own structure. What is the navigation? Setup, administer, manage users, roles. Then we have role structure. Now they already gave some sample structure for you, which I don't want. They already gave a sample structure, which I don't want. I want to create my own model. They already gave a sample structure, which I don't want. I want to create my own structure. So if you want to create your own structure, how do you create it? So what I'm doing, you are supposed to delete existing structure. If you are supposed to delete existing structure, what I was doing here, let us say I am trying to delete it. When I delete a role, it says boss. If you have any subordinates, if you already have a subordinates, you cannot be deleted. If I want to delete you, there should not be any subordinates for you. If there are any subordinate roles for you, I cannot delete. That's why it is saying deletion cannot be successful because the following rules are already there. Are you clear about the point here? So what I'm doing now? Setup, administer, manage users, roles. I'm trying to delete the subordinate roles first. So if you go with a commercial version, you will not get all this structure. Because it's a trial version, they give you role structure also. If you take a commercial one, you are supposed to create everything from beginning. You are supposed to create everything from beginning. You are supposed to create everything in the beginning. So why we are doing all this? Because we have a trial version. So they already created some dummy structure for you, which I don't want. I am trying to remove it. Okay. Now I want to create a role. How to create a role? Look at the structure. Amazon is the name of your company. We have a top role of CEO. Under the CEO we are creating VP operations. The VP operations is reporting to CEO. We have manager. Manager is reporting to VP operations. So what was that? Simply what we are doing: setup, administer, manage users, roles, add a role. Now under CO I am adding one more. VP HR operations. Under VP HR operations we are going with new role. What is it? Under VP HR operation add a new role, HR manager. Then HR manager is reporting to HR operations. We have HR executive. HR executive reporting to HR manager. This is the structure of my organization. How are you creating? Enter the role name, tell to whom you are going to report. Enter the role name and tell to whom you are going to report. Enter the role name and tell to whom you are going to report. Am I clear with this format? Right? So what is the structure we have? Roles, where we have CEO, VP HR operations, VP operation. Okay. Now, once I had this structure, later on my company decided there should not be any role called VP HR operation. They want to remove that role. Initially, my company thought of having a separate role called VP HR operation. Later on, they decided they don't want an extra role called VP HR operation. So I was supposed to delete that role from my company. If I want to delete this role, the subordinates who are reporting to VP HR operation, right now they have to report to someone else. Am I right? So what I'm doing? VP HR operation, edit. Find out this. Without reassigning them, if I delete, what happens? You cannot delete a operation because HR manager is reporting to you. So what should I do? Either delete HR manager or reassign HR manager to someone else. What I'm giving it? Reassign HR manager to. Now they told boss, we don't have any role called HR operation anymore. HR manager, you report to CO directly. Then we are trying to delete. So whenever you want to delete any particular role, what you are supposed to do? Reassign the subordinate roles to someone else. Then you are supposed to delete the subordinate roles. Now later on, my company thought of introducing one more role called clerk. Manager is not able to handle. We are creating one more role or designation in the company, which is called a clerk. Clerk will report to. What was this basically? What is the name of the role? To whom you are to report your work. Once you have done your work, you are supposed to report the work to someone. Who is that someone? What is the name of the role and to whom you are going to submit the work? What is the name of the role and to whom you are going to submit the work? I hope I am clear with this. Right, boss? This is the role structure. Now, is the role is going to give you any extra permission? Roles will not give you any extra permission. It only says hierarchy of your organization. Okay. So what is this? Let me open. Hard copies are given to you. Hard copies are given. Okay. Then you can the same material I am giving here. Now, so what is the role? The same copy I have given you. Just go through the structure. What is the role? Role in the sales force tells about the structure or hierarchy of your organization business model and where you stand in the hierarchy. It tells you to whom you have to report your work. Not see the hard copy. The same copy is there. Look at the board. Same copy I have given. You can look at the screen. Now, role will not give any extra permissions. It only says about structure. Role will not give you any extra permission. It only says about the structure of the hierarchy. Okay, structure of your hierarchy. Now, what are the steps involved for creating the roles? Set up, administer, manage users, roles, add rules. What is the navigation that we have? Set up, administer, manage users, roles, add rules. Enter the role name, select the reports to which role, save it. In how many ways I can see the roles? If you look at the roles, roles are visible to you in three formats. What is that? Tree view, sorted list view, list view. Tree view, this is the tree view what we got. Tree view, this is the tree view what we got here. Sorted list view. When you say sorted list view, alphabetical order. When you say list view, so three structure only but in the form of list. Out of all these three formats, which you are more convenient with? You are more convenient with the tree. It is giving a clear idea about what is what. So in how many ways I can see the structure? Three ways. What are they? List view, tree view, sorted view. Right. That's what I told. In how many ways we can view the roles? Tree view, sorted list view, list view. Then who can create? Still the topic need to be covered free. Who can create the Roles. Not everybody in the organization can create it. There are some permissions required. We'll discuss the permission. Now, what was this? Use case I give. Create the use cases. Create the use cases. Create the use cases. Right. Now, can I give the same role to more than one person? Right. A group of people have. All these people have a role called student. When all of you have a role called student, will everybody get a same permission? May or may not. May or may not. So will all the students who are sitting here they may or may not get the permission. Now let us say all of them are student, but for you classroom students, I have online students. So their role is what? Student, but I have some classroom students, I have some online students. Now their permissions are going to be different. So role will not tell anything about permission. Role will not tell anything about permission. It only tells about hierarchy. Role will not tell anything about permission. It only tells about hierarchy. I hope I'm clear. People are clear about this? Clear? Okay. Okay. Next, very important topic. Because it's a complex, I'm trying to introduce this concept in the beginning so that with respect to every topic we'll revise. This is a very important topic. So that there's a reason, even though it is complex, we are trying to understand in the beginning itself so that we have a repetitive talk about the same topic. What is that? Profile. It's a very important topic. Listen carefully. Profile. Now, what is this profile? Let us see. Now, let me give a quick example. I can speak 4 languages. I can speak 4 languages fluently. Let us say I can speak Telugu, Hindi, English, and Kannada. I can speak these 4 languages fluently. I can speak these 4 languages very fluently. Now, I joined the Kaplan Info solution. Kaplan Info solution told me, Satish, what you are capable of. I am capable of this. I am capable of this. Now, when you are taking a class in Ameripaid, speak in English and Telugu only. Right? Now, I am capable of 4 languages, but my company want me to work on only these 2. I am capable of it, but my company want me to work on only these 2. What are my capabilities? My license will tell me what are my capabilities. License, what I purchased, will tell me what Salesforce is allowing me to work. Now my capabilities of speaking in 4 languages, but Kaplan Info solution is restricting me to only these 2 languages. Tomorrow, when I go to my Pune branch on weekend, when they told Satish, when you go to Pune, you speak in English and Marathi. Sorry boss, I cannot speak in Marathi. That is not my capability. So my company can choose the functionalities what I can work. Out of my capabilities, it can choose what it wants. So tomorrow when I go to my Bangalore branch, they told Satish, when you are going to Bangalore branch, speak in English and Kannada. Yes, I can do that because it's one of my capability, right? So according to the company needs, my company can exercise my options. What I am capable of, out of this, company can restrict me and use. Today you do these things, tomorrow you don't do these things. Day after tomorrow you can do this, you cannot do this because I am capable. Out of my capabilities, according to your today's requirement, what you want me to do. You can ask me to do anything which I am capable of. You can ask me to do anything which I am capable of. What are my capabilities? License will tell me, Satish, you are capable of this. Out of your capabilities, your company wanted to work right now on this. Are you getting my point? So if my company want to tell me that Satish work on this, what is that called? Profile. What is it called? Profile. What is a profile? Profile will tell what user can see in the organization. Profile will tell what user can see in the organization, what user can perform in the organization. Profile will tell what user can see in the organization, what user can perform in the organization. Profile will tell what user can see, what user can perform. There are 2 types of profiles what we have. What are they? Standard profile and custom profile. When you say standard profile, profiles created by the Salesforce are called standard profiles. Salesforce is going to create some standard profiles like system administrator, accounts manager. Like this, some of the profiles are created. Right. So the profiles which are created by the Salesforce are called standard profiles. Now come back. So what are the standard profiles? Profiles created by the Salesforce are called standard profiles. Now, can I delete anything that Salesforce has created? Anything that Salesforce has created is called standard profile, but anything that Salesforce has created, I cannot delete it. If Salesforce has created any profiles, I will not be able to delete it. What are custom profiles? Profiles created by the user according to my company requirement. Profiles created by the user according to my company business requirement are called custom profile. So what are the custom profiles? Any profile created by the user according to your organizational business needs are called custom profile. So basically what is a profile? Profile will tell you which applications you can see, which tables you can see, what operations you can perform. Can you create one more role? Can you create a new user? Can you create a table? Can you delete a table? Now you are also one of the employees in the company. Okay, are you allowed to create one more employee? Are you allowed to create one more role? Are you allowed to create one more application? Are you allowed to create a table? Are you allowed to delete a table? Can you send email? Can you send SMS? What you can do? So profile will tell what applications you can see, what objects you can see, what tabs you can see, which fields you can see, what admin permissions you are getting, what user permissions you are getting. Everything is mentioned in the profile. So profile will tell what user can do, what user can perform. How many types of profiles we have? Two types. Standard, custom. Standard is created by Salesforce. Now, anything that is created by Salesforce cannot be deleted. Anything that is created by Salesforce cannot be deleted. Custom. These are created according to your organizational business need. According to your company needs, what are the profiles you want? If you create them, they are called custom profiles. Right. Now, how do you create profiles? Now, how do I know your capabilities? My company is, this is my company. In my company, I have few functionalities. What are the functionalities I have? Some standard CRM applications. Look at this. They have sales application, sales CRM is a, what is this application? CRM application developed by Salesforce. Service CRM. I have ICICI. This is an organization of ICICI. They had a banking application, loan management application, and they have Apex program. They have Salesforce. They have some. So these are the functionalities which are available on my org. Now I have a user. This user purchased Salesforce license. If this user purchases Salesforce license, what is capable of? If you purchase Salesforce, what you are capable of? Force.com CRM. You can use Force.com CRM. That means sales CRM, service CRM, banking, loan management, Apex, Visual Force, startup. Salesforce is allowing him to work on everything because he purchased Salesforce license. He is capable of working with everything. So what are they? Let us see. He is capable of working with everything. What are your capabilities? So what are the capabilities that he has? So he is capable of working with sales, service, because Forge.com, banking, loan management, FX. So because he purchased a Salesforce license, he is capable of working with all of this. He is capable of working all of this. Now out of this, what your company want? You are capable of working with all this. Okay, very good. So there is one more person who also purchased Salesforce license. So all these people are capable of working with all the things. But your company don't want him to work on everything. But your company will recruit every guy to work on certain functionality, right? Your company will recruit everyone for certain functionality. Because all these three people purchased a Salesforce license, they are capable of working with all this. But what your company want them to work? They are capable, okay. But what your company want them to work? My company told, boss, this I am giving one sector. Out of these capabilities, I am selecting some sector. I told, boss, both of you work on this. This is the permission what I give. Now they are capable of working with everything, but their company is asking them to work on only this. Tomorrow, if the company want him to work on service, what I can do? Go to this, select the option. If I select the option, he can work. Tomorrow, if my company don't want him to work on sales, go to this, disable this. So what is that? Your capabilities are given. Out of this, what I want you to do, I will select them and say, do this action. So what is this called? Profile. What is this called? Profile. Now company told this guy, boss, you work on he also purchased a Salesforce license only, but the company want him to work on this. Are clear? So what is this called? Profile. What your profile is telling? Profile is telling what user can see, what user can perform in the organization. So these are designed for which license? Salesforce license. First you have to tell, when you are creating a profile, they are asking, this profile created for which license? Salesforce license. When you say Salesforce license, these are the capabilities. Out of this, what I want to give. So every profile is created for specific license. Every profile is created for specific license. Now again I have the same story. Now this is a platform license. Is a platform license according to the platform. If anybody purchase Salesforce platform license, what they are going to get was? If anybody get a Salesforce platform license, they only get what? Force.com, no CRM. So they get only banking, then they are getting only this capability. Now why you are getting only this capability? Boss, as per the license what you purchased, boss, this is designed for the people who purchased Salesforce platform license. When you say Salesforce platform license, he purchased Salesforce platform. When you say Salesforce platform, these are the permissions what you are getting. These are the permissions what you are getting. These are the permissions what you are getting. Right. Out of this, what your company want you to work? Are you clear? What license you are having? Based on the license? Based on the license. This license is a platform. According to this license, this options will come. If anybody come to me and say I have Salesforce platform license, Choose any one of these three profiles. So profiles are designed for licenses. Profiles are designed based on license. Now, tomorrow if somebody comes and say, I have a Salesforce platform license, what I will do? Choose any one of them. Only I can give any one of these because they are two are designed for platform license. Are you clear about the context? People got the idea? Clear? Okay. Let me show you how to create the profiles. Setup, administer, manage users, profiles, new profiles. First, now as per the licensor, so many permissions you are going to get. How do you know which permissions are there? Will you remember all the hundreds of permissions? No. So what I'm doing? First, choose any one of the profile which is already designed for the license. Copy any one of the profile which is designed for the given license. Now you want to design profile for a Salesforce license. So choose any one of the existing profile which was designed on the Salesforce license. Then I will take it. Manage the profile. Then we got manage the profile. Then when you said manage the profile, you are getting the permission on CRM applications, tabs, administrative permissions, user level permissions. Now I cannot remember all these permissions. That is the reason what I have done. Copy any one of the existing profile designed for the same license. Then go to that profile, modify the permissions. Okay. Now how did you create? Once again, setup, administer, manage users, profiles, new profile. Choose any one of the existing profile. Then profile is created. Click on edit, modify according to your choice. How to modify all we'll see one by one. Then let's go to the next one. One more profile, setup, administer, manage users, profiles, new profile. Now I want to create for platform, Salesforce platform user. Then if you go to this, now are you able to get all the application? Previously we have so many applications, but now we are getting only 3. Why? Because it is a platform. Platform is what? No CRM access. Platform case, there are no CRM access. Right. Now again, I am trying to create one more. Profile, new profile, now go to edit. Now look at this. Only these permissions they are getting. Look at this. Only few permissions. Why? According to the license what you purchased, they are only getting these permissions. Out of this, what your company want you to do? Enable them, disable them. Whatever you want, enable them. Whatever you don't want, disable them. Are you clear about this format? Clear? Right, boss? Anything that you have created, I can delete it. If I created, I can delete it. If Salesforce has created, is it a custom? No, it is not a custom. So are you getting the delete option here? So anything that Salesforce created, we cannot delete. Anything that you created, you can delete. I hope you are clear with this format. Now go back to the format and see. Now let us see the critical notes what I have given you. Now what we have? Profile. Profiles in the Salesforce controls what user can access and what user can see in the organization. Profiles in the Salesforce controls what user can access and what user can see in the organization. Every profile is designed for specific license. Profile controls what? With the applications you can see, with the objects you can see, with the fields you can see, with the tabs, record types, administrative permission, user level permission, and so many other permissions are there. How many types of profiles are there? Two types. Standard profile and custom profile. Standard profile means profiles created by the Salesforce to meet the global CRM requirements are called standard profile. Example, system administrator, standard platform user, manager profile. This type of profiles are created by Salesforce. Then custom profile. Profiles created by the user as per their business requirement are called custom profile. So, how to create a custom profile? Set up, administer, manage users, profile, new profile. So, you are supposed to choose any one of the existing profile of the license which you want to create. Then check the license name, enter the custom profile name, save it. Click on edit button, customize the permissions, save. Right? This is how you are creating the profile. I hope you are clear. I give some use cases for practice. Now, the question is, look at the point. If two users have the same profile, will they have the same permissions? Now, he is Sham. Now, Sham has a role of HR manager. Ram has a role of clerk. But still, both of them have what? Same profile. If two users have same profile, they will get same permission. If two users have the same profile, they will get same permissions. Am I clear with this? The next point. So, same profile I can give to number of people. Same profile can be given to number of people. Same profile can be given to number of users. Right, boss? I hope you are clear with this concept. Role will tell hierarchy. Profile will tell permissions. Now, if you want to join any user, if you want to recruit any employee, the company, Amazon people want to recruit one HR manager. Now, when they want to recruit Satish, they have to tell what is your designation, what you can do. Okay, what is my designation? Role. What I can do? Profile. When they recruited a person called Satish into the company, in the company they have to tell what is our role, what is our designation. Role is designation. Role is a designation, permissions are profile. What you can do, to whom you have to report. To whom you have to report? Role. Okay, what you can do? Profile. Role will say your designation in the company. Profile will say what you can do. What you can do. I hope I'm clear. Role is a designation. You are HR manager. You are supposed to work on Salesforce and Amazon recruitment. Okay, you are HR manager. You are supposed to work on. Okay, non-IT recruitment. Role is HR manager only, but you are supposed to work on non-IT operations. I hope I'm clear with this. Right. Next one, user. Next one is user. What is the user? How you want to create? Anyone has any queries as of now? Yes.
Satish, I have one.
Movie titles are coming. Wait for some more time. Now, look at this. Now, what I'm doing here, look at the point. We are going for a user. Now, this is my organization. When you purchase an organization, what Salesforce company has done? Salesforce company created one administrator. Salesforce company created one administrator. Control. This guy is supposed to manage your company as per your requirement. You purchase a Salesforce. When you purchase a Salesforce account, Salesforce created one administrator and they told this guy will log in and manage according to your requirement. Now what this administrator is doing, there are a couple of people who are supposed to create, the admin will create number of people as per your company norms. For those people, employees of your company. Now I told, boss, these users have manager role, ABC profile. These people have clerk role, XYZ profile. These people have HR profile. These people have sub-admin profile. So he is a super admin. Now who created the sub-admins? If these people want to work as a sub-admin, first somebody has to create. Who will create? Administrator will create and tell, boss, your role is you can manage the company's data, you can manage the users. If you want to create a new user, you can create new role because everything super admin may not take. Right, boss? So all these people are called as what? Who are these people? All these people are employees. All these people are what? Employees. All these employees are called internal. All these people are called internal users. Now you have a website. You have a website for your company where there is a username, password given. People have to log in and use. Now I have a portal where people will log in and work. People will log in and work. They are also given right. Now are these people are employees of your company? Are they employees of your company? They are the customers or their partners. They are not your employees. If they are not employees, will they have any discretion? They don't have any discretion. But we have to tell them what we can see. If they don't have any discretion, they are not my employees. If they are my employees, I will say you are manager, you are a HR manager, you are a clerk, you are a VP operation. You are not my employee. You are a customer. Customer will not have any discretion in my company. But I can tell what you can see. So these are internal employees. These people are called external users. Right. So everyone is what? User. When I say user, you may be an internal user, you may be an external user. If you are trying to create an internal user, you are supposed to give, for every user you have to give one role. Every user will have one role, one profile. If you are creating an external profile, only will have, every external profile will have, every external user will have one profile. You will not have a description. But at the end of the game, every user requires one profile. Every user requires one profile. Every internal user requires one profile. Right now we are working on this or this. Right now we are working on what? On this we are working. Right now we are working on this. When you are working on this, you need to give profile and role for every user. You are supposed to give one profile and role. Now, if I want to create one user, I require one license. I want to create this user, I require one more license. For every user, I have to give what? For every user, I require one license. So every user will have one license. Let it be internal user or external user. For everyone, we require license. Are you getting my point? If you want to create any user, you require a license. What type of license depends upon your company needs. Right? Class number. Mobile bound. Right. Now, what was this? We have every user will have what? Every user will have what? One license. If you want somebody to log in, into Salesforce, you require a license. If you want somebody to log into Salesforce, you require what? License. When you say, which license I have given you, then boss, these are the 4 profiles designed for the Salesforce license. These are the 4 profiles designed for the Salesforce. Now tell me which profile I have to give. So when you want to create a user, first I have to tell what license I am giving you. So if I want to recruit Satish, now the company wants you to work on CRM and Force.com. Okay, give me Salesforce license. Now when you give a Salesforce license, on which CRM you want me to work? On which Force.com you want me to work? Boss, this is a profile. It will tell you clearly on which CRM you want to work, on which Force.com you have to work. So when a company want to recruit you, when somebody want to create you as a user, first the company will decide this person is recruited for what? You are supposed to work on what? According to that, they will give you one license. Then they'll give you one profile. They'll give you one role. So if I want to create any user, what are the things I have to specify? Role, license, profile. Role, license, profile. Role, license, profile. One user will have one role. One user will have one profile. One user will have one license. Every user will have only one license, one role, one profile. Are you clear? So let's go back to this. How to create, setup, administer, manage users, new user. I'm getting Wilson K. Username. Then I'm creating. Salesforce batch. Then role. What is the role I'm giving? I'm giving manager role. Role I give is manager. Which license you are giving? Then these are the profiles which are created on Salesforce license. For which I'm giving VP. All these profiles are designed for Salesforce. Then I'm giving VP. Go back. Once it's saved, user is created. Now user will get an email link. He received. I disable it. Okay, let me set it up. Just now I disabled the email notification. No problem. I'll just create one more user. Okay, I'm creating one more user. Let's see. I'll try to change my email ID. Edit. Mail ID is right or no? I give extra 0, right? Now we'll get a link. Click on the link. Now go back to this. Go back to that one. Right. So we got a link. I gave a wrong email ID. We got issue. So you'll get a link. Just reset your password. Now what happened? The user called Wilson login. When the user called Wilson login, what is this view called? Lightning view. So what you are supposed to do? Change to. Now who is this user? I created a new user called. Now come back again. Wilson login for the first time. Right, boss. So user is created. So how do you create the other user? Let me create one more time the user creation. Because we had some error there. Let me create again. How do you log into production? So login.salesforce.com. Then how to create a user? Setup, administer, manage users. Now new user. Some name I am giving. Username. Username. So I give basic details, first name, last name, all this stuff. Now role I give HR manager. Now license. Look at this. Are you finding a Salesforce license now? Are you finding a Salesforce license? No, right? Why? Because we had only two licenses. One I already gave to Satish. Second I gave to Wilson. Licenses are completed. I had only two licenses. One I gave to Satish. Other I gave to Wilson. Both of them are completed. But still I have Salesforce platform license. So I am giving what license? For Salesforce, I have only two licenses. I give both of them to Satish and Wilson. Now I don't have any more. So I am using what? Salesforce. When you said Salesforce platform, only two profiles are there. I am giving HR operation. Now new user is created called Kavya. New user is created called Kavya, where she will get an email. She can click on the link and keep the password. Like this, we created a new user. But the point here is, when you created a user, once the user is created, I cannot delete him. I can only deactivate him. Why you cannot delete him? Let us say Satish is a manager in the bank. I sanctioned 10 crore loan to the Capital Core Solution. Capital Core Solution came, they asked for a loan, I sanctioned 10 crore rupees as a loan. Tomorrow, I left the company, I resigned from the company, I joined another bank. Now, who is the person who sanctioned the loan to this Capital Core Solution? Still Satish, right? Irrespective of whether I am there in the company or not. But who is the person who sanctioned? Satish. So, you want to use my data. Even though I am not working in your company, but your data need to be used here as you already done some sanctioning of loans. That is the reason, once you create a user cannot be deleted, he can only deactivate. Deactivate, he cannot log in, but your data still be available in the organization. Once the user is created, we cannot delete him, we can only deactivate him. Once the user is created, we cannot delete him, we can only deactivate him. I hope you are clear. Once the user is created, we cannot delete. If you want, we can deactivate. Okay. Now come back to this Wilson login. When Wilson logged in, he was able to see all the things, right? Now I told Wilson, you should not see all this. I told Wilson, you should not see all this. I told Wilson, you should not see all this. You should only see sales application and marketing application. So what I will do? Go to Wilson. Go to Wilson. What is the profile of Wilson? VB profile. Go to Wilson. Go to the profile. Click on edit. What is the profile we give? VB profile. Then you select what they want. Show them only. If you don't want to show anything, just unselect it. Show only marketing and sales. Go back to Wilson again. Click on setup. What happened? Was able to see only sales and so who is controlling this? Who is controlling? Your profile is controlling. Profile. Whatever the profile is given to you, in that profile if I modify, you will not be able to see them. Now, this Wilson, he was able to create an object. Look at this. Wilson has Wilson, administer, manage roles. Now, Wilson is trying to add a role. Add a role. What is the role we have? Sir manager. These are the operations what we have. Clerk. Under the clerk, I want to add one more role. Exceed. So is the Wilson is able to create it? Wilson was able to create a role. Who was able to create a role? Wilson is able to create a role. Why? Because there is a permission in the permission which says, boss, if this permission is enabled for him, he can also create a role. So what is that permission? Go to the profile of Wilson. What is the profile I give? VB profile. Go to this profile. We have an option called manage roles. What is the permission we give? Manage. If this permission is enabled, then you can also create roles. Now I disable this. So who will give the permission? In the company there are 50 people. Now out of these 50, who can create a role? Whoever has the permission of manage roles. Go to this. Now it's trying to work. Look at this. Manage users. Roles. Is it getting option called add role? Any option called add role? No. Why? Because I removed the permission. If I give that permission, he can also create a role. So who can create a role? Any user in the company who has the permission of manage roles. For your profile, if that permission is given, you can create a role. Right. Now, is the Wilson is able to create a profile? Profile. New profile. No. Work profile. Now we have a clerk profile. Who created this? Wilson. So if I don't want, my organization decided, boss, only admin should create a profile, no other person should create a profile. Right. So what should I do? Manage profiles and if I remove this, now Wilson cannot create profile. Are you finding a new profile here? So what is that? Who can create a profile? There is a permission. If that permission is given to you, you will get the permission. Who can create a role? There is a permission. If I give that permission, you can also create the role. Now I want to create a user. Who is this guy? Wilson. Wilson is trying to create a user. New user. Am I able to create a user? Yes. But I don't want you to create a user. What should I do? Go to the profile. The profile. Manage users. Manage users. Manage internal. I remove this. If I remove this, go to this person, insufficient. Now, who can reset the password? Option. Reset password. Who can reset the password of other people? I can select and say reset password. Who can reset the password? Boss, I want to give reset passwords and unlock the user. So for everything, there is a permission box. Go back and see. Now this guy is getting any option. What is that option? Reset password. It is already lost. So for everything, there is a permission. Now who can create what? Depends upon your profile. Who can create what? Depends upon your profile. So to make it simple, I'll give one more diagram here. Look at this. I have a couple of permissions here. What are my permissions? What are the permissions I am mentioning? This will come for only Salesforce license. What was this? Manage. Manage internal. These are the permissions. These permissions will come for which profile? Only Salesforce. If any profile is designed for Salesforce, only they will get it. Three profiles are there. Manage a profile. Right. There are few profiles. Three different profiles are created. So all these three people have manage profile. All these three people have HR manage profile. All these people have clerk profile. Let us give some users. Now, these are the profiles given. So we have three profiles: manager profile, HR manager profile, clerk profile. Now, who can create a new profile? Who can create a new profile? Now, who can create? A, B, C. A can create a new profile. B can create a new profile. C, X, Y, Z. Any user whose profile has manage profile option enabled, they can do it. Every user will have one profile. In your profile, if this option is enabled, you can create. Who can create a new profile? A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Who can create a new role? X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3. Who can create a new user? A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Who can reset the password? A, B, C. So, every user will have a profile. In that profile, what are the permissions that are enabled? According to those permissions, you will be able to perform the corresponding operation. So, who can create a new role? Any user whose profile is having manage roles permission enabled, they can create a new role. Who can create a new profile? Any user whose profile has manage profile permission enabled, they can. Who can create a new user? Whose profile has the permission. Who can reset the password? Whose profile has the permission. Suppose all these 150 people have manager profile. All the 150 people sitting here, if all of you have same manager profile, then what happened? All of you can create new profiles. All of you can create new users. All of you can reset password. Right? So what I told, super admin will create some sub admin and rest of the people will be users. Are you clear for the format? Right. So who is going to control the user? Profile. What is the role? Role is only designation. Role will not tell what you can do. Role is a designation. Okay, you are joining as a project manager. For which project? For which project? Okay, which project? Now you are joining as a module lead. Which module? Which project? Which module? In that module, what is your role? What is your actions? The role is profile. Module lead is designation. That is what? Role. Role is only a designation. Profile will tell action. Every user will have how many roles? One role. Every user will have one profile. One license. Okay. Profile will be given based on license. When you choose the license, based on that license, list of profiles will come. Based on the license you have chosen, list of profiles will come. Out of that, one profile I have to give. Are you clear about this format? Anyone has any other query? Right.